Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the care and housing of the Madagascar giant hissing cockroach. As you can see, these are my adults. They get quite large. They are the second largest species of cockroach in the world, right after the giant burrowing cockroach, which is, I believe, in the same genus, Gramphatorrhina. And these are all their babies. As you can see, like most cockroaches, they do proliferate quite a bit. I believe these are just from two females. This larger one I got as a nymph, but hasn't grown much since I got it. So babies are called nymphs and adults are just called adults. So there isn't really much to caring for this species. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to just tell you about the species. This is Gramphatorrhina portentosa. So a very interesting thing about these is that they're very easy to tell the difference between a male and a female. So if I just keep this jar on its side for a second, put this male back in here, and just use my two most impressive specimens. So, as you can see, this is the female. The females don't have any horns on their head, and I'll show you what I mean by horns right now. This is my largest male. He's also my most angry roach, and you can hear why they're called hissing cockroaches right now, because they are hissing quite loudly. But you can see these big old horns on here. These are used for ramming into other males to fight for dominance, and they have small little horns, but they're nothing prominent, and this is a female. So yeah, okay, you can shut up now. So did you just flip everyone over? Let me help you out. There you go. Okay. Alright. Can you like not do that, please? There you go. Okay. So, this species is native to the island of Madagascar off the south coast of Africa and I believe the Indian Ocean. And they are often found in tropical and subtropical environments, as make up most of the island of Madagascar. They are not, however, found in deserts. So I just use for substrate this little cocoa chip mixed with some moss. You can't actually see that right now, but here's some cocoa chip mixed with some moss, and it works really nicely. Then as for cage furnishings, these are probably some of the most simple pets you can own, besides some of the darkling beetles that I like. The one I have over here, I use this little, food container top as a food dish. Just flatten out this substrate right here. They don't need much substrate as they don't really burrow. They're just terrestrial. They don't really climb too much, but they don't burrow. So I have that as a little food dish right there. I use this paper towel tube as just a little bit of hide, so I'll put that right there. And I put this little fake plant in. They don't try to eat it, which is nice because they do like to eat plants if you put them in here, but they can recognize what's fake and what's not. So I'll just put that in here. The babies enjoy hiding between the leaves and stuff. And that's literally all I do for their enclosure. It's literally just a tiny little container that it just clips on just like that. And take it off just like that. So that's all for their setup, really. I just mist them down a little bit. Pretty much every time I replace the food, similar to my beetles, I use the Fluker's Buffet Blend for tortoises. Did I say Zoomed in my other video? I might have. I meant to say Fluker's. All the brands for the same stuff, really. But the Fluker's Buffet Blend for tortoises is really actually good for these guys, especially if you get it a little bit moist, so it's easier for them to chew with their little mandibles. So as you can see, the babies are much smaller than the adults, so if these guys get out, it could be a problem also. This species can climb glass. Most of the adults I have are from a rescue situation, so they had some sort of damage to their feet, except for one right here. This female right here against the glass can climb the glass, as well as all of the babies can climb the glass as well, because they don't have damaged feet. As they do get larger, however, it does get difficult for them to climb the glass, but right now, all of these can climb the glass, and one of these can climb the glass. So keep that in mind, or they can climb any smooth surface, really. They're not super good at holding on if they have damaged feet like mine, but if you get some nice, good, healthy ones like this one over here, or these babies, once they get a bit bigger, they're very good at holding on, they're very good at climbing. The babies can be quite fast and will run away, but the adults will just kind of sit there. They don't run very much. However, they do make a very loud hissing sound, as I have shown with the male. This large male is pretty much the only one that hisses still. So all that hissing you're hearing is just from him. So really quickly, I'm just going to put the others back in the jar. See, this doesn't hiss. This one doesn't hiss. This, go back in. This female, this female is the one that can climb the glass. I'll just show you that for a second. Okay, can you like hold on to the glass? So as you can see, she's just holding on to the glass right now. She's gonna like fall and prove me wrong. But this is the only one that I have that still hisses at me. So on the sides of their bodies, they have these little holes along that lateral line sort of thing there. They have these little holes, and with those holes, that's called the tracheal system, and they push air out of that rapidly to climbing glass to produce that loud hissing sound that's used as a deterrent for predators. So this species also does get quite large, as you can see. It's a big roach. A pro to these guys is that they can't bite or really scratch, though some males do have quite large sort of spikes on their legs. So it's not as loud while I'm talking. They do have quite large spikes on their legs, and they can kind of push you around with that, which may hurt a little bit, but it's never broken the skin or anything major that I've had to worry about. Is he done? Okay, you can go. Okay, so that's really all for the hissing roaches. One nice thing is that compared to other roaches, such as dubia roaches or lobster roaches, maybe your green banana roaches or death head roaches, orange head roaches, you name it, many species of roach have wings and they can fly. These guys do not ever at any point of their life have wings. Neither sexes have wings, and they cannot fly, which is very nice. In turn, they can climb up walls, but that's pretty easy to avoid if you know how to deal with it. If you decide not to use a lid, which some people do because they cannot fly, you can apply some petroleum jelly, also known as Vaseline, around the edges of the top edges of the enclosure, and they will slip down because they cannot climb through that. It makes it quite slippery for them. But yeah, that's all the information I really have for you about the giant hissing cockroach. So if you enjoyed the video, please do like, and if you're feeling extra fancy, do go ahead and subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you.